I hate this tiny camera. How can you guys stand to see me so small? You know, if I had it my way, I'm just saying, this is just me. But if I had it my way, it would be this camera. And you know what? It wouldn't even be this. I'm just going to say it like it is. If it was up to me, this would be very front and center right here. Like, it would be this. And it would be like the whole stream would just be my face right in the middle of your screen. Matter of fact, the rest of the stream's like this. Deal with it. Two of me. If you don't like it, you know where the door is. I'm sorry, I won't. That was not okay. I like the bigger one. The bigger one, he said. Sorry. Load. Playline 1, Bird of Prey. Oh yeah, we were going around and doing the quest for the game warden, right? Are we gonna put that one on hold for now? Rot says my Plex server has 48 terabytes. Oh, good lord. Mirko says, that's ridiculous. But you're also storing 4K movies probably on it as well, right? Gubin says, Rockitsauce, you asked what I was doing with all that 4 terabytes of storage, and I answered, I'm going Z890. But why do you need 8 terabytes of storage for that? I plan on at least 12 terabytes, room for 4 more, but not on board. Those are all SSDs. Hold on one second. I posted my planned motherboard in your setup. Hashtag your setup. And that's in the Discord. Whoop. Discord. Hello there, Discord. Where is it? Hashtag your setup. This is the one you're going for. Ooh. But what do you need 8 terabytes of storage for? You realize I don't have 8 terabytes of storage? And I do all of this stuff. Uh-oh. Can I trust him, guys? It's Webb Holland. Uh-oh. You know what? Go back. We can't trust that. Clearly, Goob's trying to get us arrested by the popos. I know what he's up to. Let me just put that in an old web browser over here. Yup, can confirm. Goob tried to send me to a nun porn site. It's for nun porns. Jesus, Goob's not okay. Very not okay, Goob's. I can't believe him. Not okay, Goobin. The Asus ROG Strix Z890 gaming Wi-Fi. You're going with Intel, huh? Why are you going Intel, Goobs? Might I add? Or might I ask? I'm sorry. That's what I meant to say. Why are you going Intel? You do know they're genetically inferior to AMD, right? Like, it's not even close. I feel like I shouldn't have to. Always had Intel. Make the switch, buddy. It's way better. I hate to say it. I was always Intel for my first 4 builds. And the moment that I switched over to, I believe my first one was the 5900X. The 5900X, I immediately, it was better. Make the switch, buddy. It's worth it. They're just way better. It's not even fucking close. Get an X3. I mean, honestly, you can get a motherboard for half the price for a B650. And you can, what CPU are you getting, by the way? Just a question. I don't mean to, I'm not trying to ridicule your choice, Goobs, but believe it's not even close. Why anybody would choose an Intel system at this point, I don't know. That's the only reason why I ask. I want you to make the best decision for you, and your best decision is going to be going with AMD. They're more power efficient. You're going to save money on your bill. You're going to save money on your motherboard. You're going to get more performance, a lot more performance across the board. Hey, dude, if you want, I got a 5900X if you need it. What are you going to? Matter of fact, I got a 7800X 3D. I'll only charge you $700 for it. Dude, I have a dream to be a scalper. Why does everybody else get to be scalpers? I don't get to be a scalper. Not okay. I want someone to get below me so I can jump on their head and see if it does damage. Like Mario. I want to Mario them.
Good day to you.
Want to hit him with the old Luigi, if you know what I mean, ladies. Shit. So, you know what? I think because now I did have Bird of Prey as our next quest that we were gonna kind of work on. That's like way over here, and it's a brand new area. So I'm not so keen on going to do this yet because we haven't really been introduced to Nabrakov Fortress. We haven't been introduced to that yet. So I'm kind of, I don't really want to go there just yet. So I think instead of doing this one, let's go with, is it Forbidden Fruit? Is that the one for, yeah. So the miller, I can't say his name. Is it Kreitzel? Does anybody know? Does anybody speak this language around here? I know 2 people do. Kreitzel's hand, Bonnie, is supposed to help me with my task. He says that she's in the lair, a storehouse near the Lower Samine Mill. All I need to do is walk along the south side of the pond. He said I could pick up some herbs along the way, which would undoubtedly please my new accomplice. I love that word, accomplice. Find the saltpeter pit and taste it to see. I gotta taste the peter, y'all. There's actually saltpeter in it. Okay. You know what? We need saltpeter for the heart of a golem that he's wanting to make. That's the quest that we're on. He wants to create a golem. I still don't believe that that's possible.
Good to see you, friend.
Oh, this guy's got a quest for us too, but we're not going to take it. We're not. We're going to go and see Bonnie. That's the plan. Bonnie. She's this way. So along the south side. So we walk that way. Where does this way? You know what? We've never gone this way. Does this wrap around? Yeah, it looks like it goes to the left. Or we could go this way. Was that a fucking gunshot? Did I just hear? Wait a minute. I'm not the only one that heard that, right? Everybody else heard that, correct? Chat, can I get a confirmation that there was just a gunshot in my game? Oh no. Oh no. Dude, chat, are you working right now? Oh, you are. Boom. Okay. All right. Thank you, Grux. I'm like, wait a minute. Is my chat working? So there's also a free spade over here. Now you know. If someone needs a spade at the very beginning of the game right here. Ooh, what's up with that? Like a little texture flickering. All right. I guess let's go this way. That was 100% a gunshot. So I'm going to pull out my bow and arrow. That was a legit bang. These arrows have poison on them right now, don't they? Yeah, they do. They are poison. So I'm not scared of anything then. Bang. Yeah, right? I think there was 100%. That was a full-on gunshot. Take your whack ass or back across 8 Mile, motherfuckers. I heard somebody yell that from the woods. Bada boom. Big bada boom. That was, too. That scared the shit out of me. It was so realistic sounding. If that's the way the guns sound in this game for real, because we do know there's guns in this game, right? Like there's firearms. I don't know about guns, but there are firearms. If that's the way they sound, I'm using them. We haven't really been introduced to those yet, so what's up here? Is this it? Wait a minute. This is legitimately it, I think. Yeah, I think this is it. I think this is where we're going. I think I found our spot. What is that? That's a broken lock. Yeah, this has got to be it. What's in here? Like I wasn't just gonna pick this lock as soon as I arrived. Take it all. This is the best way to introduce yourself to new friends is to show up and steal their shit. It's common knowledge here in the 1400s. Hello, Bonnie. There she is. Bonnie? All right, we definitely got to save. This is the first time that we've ever met Bonnie. Never spoken to her before. Here we go. Hello?
Good day to you.
Wrong side rocket. Wrong side Rockitsauce. I'm looking for the saltpeter pit.
I'm Henry, Miller
Henry.
Crazel's new apprentice. He sent me to search for a niter pit and said you might be able to help me with that.
Wearing the wrong
Of course
outfit.
I will. I'm Bonnie. Nice to meet you.
Bonnie. It's not a name I hear often.
It's not the name I was baptized with. In our craft, it ain't a good idea to tell people your real name. That's why we use nicknames.
I'm Gary.
What should we call you?
I'm Butcher of Vranik, the Wolf of Skalitz, the Poet, or Henry, the Wolf of Skalitz. I feel like this is not even close, right? I'm the Wolf of Skalitz.
The Wolf of Skalitz.
Well, that's not very creative.
What are you
You know
talking?
what? I'll come up with a nickname for you myself when I get to know you better. Did you bring me something from the mill?
Actually, Crazel said you'd appreciate some herbs.
He's right there. Do you have some for me?
Shit, I forgot about the herbs.
I'm sorry. I've got nothing for you.
I reckon I'll just have to scrape together the ingredients for that magic ritual myself.
What kind of magic ritual?
The kind where Zenek finally gets some sense into his head and stops making stupid beginner's mistakes. Just so you know, that mess with the author of Hermes Trismegistos would never have happened to me. Not me. While we're on the subject of rituals, did Crazel tell you about the golem?
He did.
And what do you think of it?
Complete nonsense. I'm just saying, it sounds like witchcraft. It's nonsense. Yes, complete nonsense. I can't wait to see what comes of it.
I'm curious to see what a golem made of flour will look like. But I'm mostly curious to see if Crazel will really be able to breathe life into it with the help of saltpeter.
I'm more worried that as soon as it comes to life, it'll slay us all with one blow.
Thanks a
So,
lot, Bonnie.
If by some chance it looks like something's going wrong, you won't see my heels for dust. And I suggest you do the same. But that's enough of that. We're not going to stand here talking about flower golems when we've barely just met. I'd like to chat with you too, Henry. Get to know you a bit. But if you're in a hurry to find Crazel's saltpeter, I won't keep you.
No one will ever find his saltpeter. Let's talk. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Mirko says our nickname should be Henry Hugecock. Should never forget that one. Never. They don't even allow you to fucking choose your own. And then she makes fun of you and says you're not creative. Tell that to the developers. I had 82 good names I was already running over in my head. It's not okay. Henry Huge Rooster says Gubin. Henry Huge Rooster. Let's talk.
No. I have plenty of time. But where to start?
You know what? I'll start. When they caught Zenek in Troskowitz, I was scared out of my mind that they'd catch me and clap me in the stocks. I had to hide out here for a while, so I haven't had anyone to talk to. Life in the lair isn't all fun and games. Zenek and all the other mill knuckleheads were never worth much as company. So I'm glad the millers finally found a normal hand for once. But it's a shame I don't have my dog Sniffer no more. It was fun with him at least.
Crazel mentioned that he died.
Aye, from some fucking disease.
Language!
He started getting these lumps all over his body. Then he stopped eating and what about you? What kind of family are you from? Also, thieves?
I'm not a thief. What is she talking about? A family of blacksmiths, a family of knights, a family of thieves from an educated family. No.
Pa was a blacksmith. I inherited something from him, I hope.
Oh, really? Would you teach me how to make, maybe, barrel hoops?
Well, those are pretty hard. Wouldn't you rather start with, maybe nails?
Sure.
A horseshoe?
I'm pretty quick to learn and patient. That is, with one exception. When Crazel starts spouting off his alchemy theories, I'd rather run for the hills. What do you think of the old miller, anyway?
Success. We get some reputation. He seems mystical. I don't understand a word he says. I don't know what to say.
I don't know what to say to that. I still don't know him all that well.
I understand. Best not to bite the hand that feeds you for no good reason. Thanks for talking to me. It really is good to have someone to pour my heart out to. But now,
Is that what just
about
happened?
that saltpeter. Before you came, and before Zenek fucked up with the manuscript, we collected saltpeter all over the place, mainly in sties. It has to be scraped from the walls. Horrible work, time-consuming and annoying. I'm not going to lie to you. We also looked in a few chests, just in case. You know.
I didn't.
Anyhow, now all the sties in the region are scraped clean and we're sitting pretty on a nice barrel of saltpeter.
That's a lot. That's not enough.
Barrel is quite a lot.
For the whole Trotsky region, aye. Unfortunately, Krazel said we need at least 6 times as much.
What?
6 times?
How big is this golem going to be?
Pit be enough?
I reckon so. There should be as much as Krazel needs for his masterwork. If you're looking for it, you ought to know how saltpeter forms. Do you have any idea?
None at all. Here we go. Certainly I do.
Certainly. You take a damp wall, like in a sty, you let the water evaporate from it, and you get this salty bloom.
Clearly.
That's right. But like I told you, all the sty walls in the region are scraped clean and we can't wait. Don't forget that saltpeter crystals are formed in places where something is rotting. It can be shit or carcasses. Well, a saltpeter pit is
The mouth on
actually
this
nothing
one.
more than a mass grave. The best natural saltpeter maker.
Krazel said saltpeter is a vessel for life energy. I get it that it's left over from dead bodies, but how do you get it from shit?
God's mysterious ways. You know how it is.
And he also wanted me to taste it. That's nonsense, though, isn't it?
Unfortunately, it isn't. Otherwise, you won't know if it's saltpeter or some other shit. It feels kind of cold on the tongue.
Jesus. And you know where to look for such a pit full of carcasses, do you?
Well,
Exactly.
I
but
think we've
I
seen
have an
one.
idea. Times are evil and there's plenty of corpses. A person who's digging holes and throwing dead bodies into them and doesn't even know he's got a a saltpeter mine.
a knacker, a gravedigger. No, aren't these the same thing? I thought a knacker is... Isn't this the exact same thing? A knacker and a gravedigger? Aren't those the same? I thought that this name was interchangeable between the two. A knacker?
You mean a knacker?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the one we have here in the region is also the gravedigger.
So no.
The gravedigger Ignatius. I've already met him. He lives outside Troskowitz in the direction of Apollonia.
Know him
right?
real well.
Aye, that's him.
So I'm in for a walk to the cemetery.
Seems like it. Too bad you couldn't have walked around the county with us before. It was fun. And pretty useful experience. I learned a lot during that time, and I won't keep it to myself. I'd be happy to teach you something, if you want.
I'll keep that in mind.
Yes.
That old gravedigger will be suspicious, so I'd bring him some kind of offering. He's always dragging those carcasses, so I'm sure he'd appreciate a slab of fresh meat from Troskowitz butcher.
Good idea.
He lives a short way from the cemetery, so at least the meat won't go bad on the way. Lots of luck, the Wolf of Skalitz.
It's not. I thought it was stupid and uncreative. About Bonnie, about the saltpeter job. Can you teach me something?
I'd like to learn something.
What would you like to know?
Everything. All of it. I want to learn it all. Let's start here.
The mysteries of...
Great, let's get to it.
All right, and we're gonna have to go back in and conversate with her probably for each one. Don't put Rob up there because I'm instantly tempted to rob her.
I'd like to learn something.
What would you like to...
I would like to learn stealth.
Being quick and...
All right, I'll show you something.
Wait, are we already at... We may already be at... we might have just wasted a little bit of money there. Stealth, no. We're only at... Wow, we're not even... We got a long way to go in stealth. That's 21 if you add 9, so we're only at 12? Am I reading that correctly? Yeah. Wow. Wow. I thought we were way further than that. Wow. Stealth, level up. Don't be a bitch.
I'd like to learn something.
What are you interested
I'm interested in thievery. Thievery we are at. Aren't we maxed out at thievery? Hold on, Bonnie. 1 second. I got to consult my shit. Stealth. Thievery, 29. That's +1. Or is it 29 including the +1? Either way. Can you teach me something?
I'd like to learn something.
What would you like to...
A little bit of thievery.
I know what a lot...
Great. Let's get to it. Learning this trick will take some time.
Sweet. All right. No, don't run from me. Don't run from it, Bonnie. About Bonnie. What do you do? Or wait, what do you do? What? Why do you work for the miller? Jesus, that was so hard.
Why do you work for the miller?
Because he pays well and don't care how much coin I make on the side.
You mean by stealing?
And he doesn't ask any stupid questions.
Oh, snappy. Wow. What did you do before?
What did you do before?
I got by any way I could. Believe it or not, I started in a convent.
You? A nun? Well,
Not with a mouth like that.
I was in the cloisters myself for a while.
Oh well, different people have different fates. But we all ended up here anyway, in the armpit of the world.
KCD 1 reference there. He ended up in the cloisters for a while, he said. All right. Then what do you think about Kreitzel?
What do you think about Kreisel?
You're
Kreisel.
another one of those that don't know if they should love him or hate him, eh? Kreisel is his own man. Once you learn to get along with him, you can't help but admire him a bit. But sometimes he's unbearable as soon as he opens his mouth.
I know what you mean. I actually know what you mean. About that saltpeter job. What do you know about the gravedigger?
What do you know about the Troskovitz gravedigger?
He's a pretty
Gravedigger.
tough old bird. He follows the rule, I'll treat you the way you treat me. And he appreciates when a fella's direct and open. But I probably wouldn't tell him everything about us.
So, Bonnie, the most honest girl I know, sent me. I'd like to see some dead animals as models for painting a church fresco. A scene from the apocalypse.
That might be a bit much, but you learn fast.
Who was it with the... Wait, how was it with the saltpeter?
How was the saltpeter collection and tasting again? Sounds pretty disgusting.
Yeah.
It wasn't so bad. Xena kept whining about it, but being a saltpeter collector, it has its benefits. When you go and clean someone's sty, they don't pay much attention to you and leave their purses and chests unattended. We made a pretty decent amount on the side.
What, by stealing?
Confiscating property for the greater glory of God. I hate the term stealing.
Just like Kreisel.
Yeah, like Henry sounded so appalled. You mean stealing? Like, I've never done such a thing. We'll never admit to our crimes, is all I'm saying. Tell me more about Zenek.
Tell me something more about Zinek.
Zenek.
He's Andy, that's for sure. But also a bit of a fool. To be honest, I don't care for Kreisel's whole shit most of the time either. I do this job because it's fun, unlike Zenek. He does everything for his own good, doesn't give a damn about any greater cause or other people. Actually, he really pisses me off with his attitude.
What a dick.
And he entertains himself by coming up with the stupidest nicknames for me. Dunga, for instance. What kind of a bloody awful name is Dunga?
Oh, lovely. And what does he call himself?
Scruffy. Or Jan, Nicholas, Franz, Peter, Jakub. The most bland, everyday names. He tries to be careful, but then he opens his big mouth and fucks it all up, just like in Troskovitz.
Damn, she's fucking laying it down on this dude, isn't she? Way to go, fuck up. All right, what's the deal with the lair?
What is this lair place?
Kreisel built a store so all them honest, curious people in the mill, the likes of Hensel, wouldn't have to worry their little heads about what we're doing here.
You mean behind that boarded up door in the cliff?
Door.
We're definitely not doing anything there right now. 'Cause of the mess in there. I told Zenek to clean it up. I think he wants to see if the place will get so rotten that saltpeter will bloom on the walls.
What is this lair?
Whoops, that was an accident. I've never heard of, I guess I never knew what saltpeter was ever. I had
Take
no
care
idea.
then and have a pleasant evening.
You as well. You should go to get some rest, and then I will try and get in here. Is there no getting in there? Can't take the broom. Can't wash up. Can't open this. I guess I'll just have to go rob Bonnie while she takes a nap. All right, so clearly now's the time to go ahead and save. Yes. Because it's time to show him who the real thief around here is. Oh, I should have put some of the lullaby potion in there. Come on, guys. You're supposed to be on top of it. Oh, she's good. What about this fucking poor guy? What? No. No. Why does Rob come up and then disappear? Like, you must be Zenek, eh?
You must be Zenek, eh? I'm Henry.
I was wondering what you're doing here. Fresh blood for the gang?
I'm here to help. I'm your new chief. I'm here to help.
Yeah. I hear you're running a little behind and could use an extra pair of hands that isn't locked in the stocks.
Like it was only my fault. Well, welcome then. What is it you need?
I need to know a few things about my new task.
What do you know about the gravedigger?
What do you know about the gravedigger?
Not much to know. He's half gravedigger and half knacker. He takes care of both dead people and animals.
What's the deal with these trees?
Never have figured that out without your help. Anything more interesting?
He's my father. And he's a wizard. Same as me.
Yeah, right.
It's true. I was born the seventh son of a seventh son. I have the power of clairvoyance and I can raise the dead. I'm just hiding out with the miller until my time comes. I've been chosen to save the world.
Yeah, nice story.
A nice story.
If I'm going to get the miller some saltpeter, I need to know something useful.
Oh, aye. You're not much fun, are you? The gravedigger's as boring as you are. Also, he knows when he's being lied to, and he hates it. So don't even try it.
You see?
That's a challenge.
That's the kind of thing I wanted to know. Was that so hard?
Dude, we look so good with this hood and everything on. What do you know about saltpeter?
So, Zenek, have you any experience with saltpeter?
Oh, I never want to see that shit again. I still have the taste of it in my mouth.
Yeah.
Bonnie and me was taking turns tasting it.
Weren't you afraid a dead soul would enter you through it?
What? What are you babbling about?
Dead souls pass time in niter crystals, don't they? That's why the miller is looking for them. To bring the golem to life.
You fool! We're looking for saltpeter to sell to butchers for salting meat. There's good coin in it.
Well, the miller told me something different.
You can't believe everything he says. A golem in the mill. He's yanking your pizzle.
You're all just trying to confuse me.
Crazel's a good teacher. You know how it is.
I swear to God, if this is all for... I'm going to lose my mind. What do you know about Bonnie?
What can you tell me about Bonnie?
Well, you mean Cheeks or Jezebel?
Are those
Jezebel.
nicknames?
Dunger, Snowdrop, Vixen... We always come up with the stupidest names, and nobody sees through them anyway. Bonnie's been here the longest, and has the most experience. I'm surprised she still puts up with Crazel and his mad notions. And I think she likes animals more than people. When I try to talk to her about work or weather, she gets bored.
Well, you're boring. What's with this lair?
What sort of place is this?
Our secret place, where we can quietly plot sneaky plans for our beloved miller.
Behind that boarded up door?
Door.
What's inside that cliff?
You know, storage, rubbish, rats, filth. Look, I know Bonnie ordered me to clean up in there. Thanks to you, I'm sure the movement of goods will start again soon. So it'd probably be good to have some order around here. I just haven't got round to it yet.
Lazy. Oh, wow, even more. Why do you work for the miller?
Why do you work for the miller?
Well,
Miller.
how can I put it? Anywhere else, they'd have kicked me out by now. The miller's the last person who'd still give me a job. He says every idiot is of some use at least.
And you see that as a compliment?
I see a coin in my hand every week. That's all I care about.
Well, you know what? Living in ignorance is bliss, right? Not that he's ignorant, but it's okay to be okay with it, right? What did you do before?
What did you do before you started working for the miller?
A bit
Everything?
of this, a bit of that.
Yeah.
When I was still a boy, I studied lie at a tannery, and then I slaved away at a dye house. But since I came to the town, it's been, well, let's say not exactly honest work. That's what I'm best at, see?
What do you think of Kreitzel?
What do you think of Crazel?
Is
Kreisel.
this some kind of test or what? I can think what I want, and I keep my opinion to myself. And you ought to do the same.
Oh, wow. Back talk. Okay. I'm going to fucking twist your neck until you stop breathing at night. I have questions about the saltpeter pit.
Zinek, I have a few questions about the saltpeter pit we're looking for.
So now you need me, eh?
Eh? Okay, no, we're good. Nope, I don't need you.